snowstorm is here. What's wrong with this thing? Get out. What? Look at it. Oh my goodness. Taking a screenshot. There we go. Got it set now. Back up. Well, I don't know how long this thing's gonna work for. Pretty bad weather. Good morning, bonfires! What's up? Northern fishing, Eugene shedding. It was just snowing, but it stopped snowing. Gary Hoodaman, what's up? I don't know. It's blowing like 10 knots here at the harbor. You guys want an update on the weather and what it looks like? The weather is Hook set John. I'm sure it looks infinitely fishable on the YouTube. It is fishable. This is fishable. Let's go fishing. Let's not go out in the middle of the bay though. I think Holly's working today, but I think she'll be off kind of early. I better be ready to go get her at 4. Here comes a boat. Here comes a boat. Oops, here we go. Here he comes. Who's that? No, it's maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know. It might be Kyle. I don't know. Probably a deer hunter. Deer hunting is getting down to the wire, you know. It's like it's in the later innings of the deer season here. There was a young man with a rifle walking around my neighborhood this morning with a headlamp on. And I was just like, yeah. Get up! That was in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, please don't shoot my house, but it's okay. He didn't look drunk, I guess. Quite a few deer are in the neighborhood. Good morning, Ascending. Oh, the shrimp. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the shrimp, when they're alive, when the shrimp is alive, like when you catch them and they're alive, they're light brown. They're super camo. They're like clear brown. It's only when they start getting cooked, like in the fish's stomach acid, or we put it in the boiling water, that's the only time it turns pink. They're not pink when they're alive. This kind isn't anyway. The spot prawns are a little pink. But those little shrimp they get are more brown. They're a little pinkish. Kajajike squid. Yeah, the brown squid is very natural, except for the whole blaze orange stripe part. But I think the blaze orange stripe gets their attention, and then they see the brown and they attack. Probably the same thing with the blaze orange on the fly, and then they see the white and they attack. You know, chartreuse works pretty good for these kinks too. You just feel like maybe you're spooked some fish with that chartreuse. I've done really well with a chrome spoon with like a chartreuse accent. Works really well. It works so good that I don't have any left, as a matter of fact. They stopped making my favorite one. My favorite one was the Lord Jensen Diamond King full-size version with the little chartreuse stripe. This guy, what was his name? Kurt, I think. Yeah, Oregon Kurt, the lead man. He used to come around to videos and stuff, but I haven't seen him in a while. Judah was supposed to take him fishing. I don't think Judah took him fishing. He probably got mad at us. But he sent me a whole bunch of gear once. He sent me like, I don't know, it was like $600 worth of stuff. A lot of it I couldn't use, but a lot of it I did use. And a lot of it I still have. I'm ready for the boat to warm up. Maybe we'll go try in the Canoe Pass. We haven't tried that yet this year. Maybe we'll go to Redfield Cove. We just have time to run over to Redfield and troll around a little bit before we turn around and come back to get Holly. Let's see, it'll be 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Yeah, we can fish for like 3 hours over there. Let's try that. I don't know if I can take fishing to Johnstone again for no fish. Let's go. There was another boat in the Johnstone Passage, went up to the Generic Bay. He got one fish and one shaker yesterday. I don't know how long he fished for, but that's not what we're looking for. Good morning, dudes and dudes! Good morning! My goodness. Got my earplugs in today. You guys hear me? I can't hear me. I got the orange buzzes in. The orange puppies. I wonder if those would make good hoochie stops, because they're really cheap compared to the gum puppies. Oh, the happy poop! We got 5 jewels. Yeah, the wind's blowing. I don't know if I do. I'm going to Redfield. I got to stay up against the mainland. It's kind of windy. I guess we might as well go over there. The hand trollers are always catching fish out of there, but they're not fishing, so. Well, I guess one of them is. He's not over there. You gotta have a strategy to do this stuff. Think about it. Maybe we can just fish Canoe Pass for a minute and then come back into Johnstone. I said I was going to go to the river and set some traps and stuff, but I don't feel like it. I'd rather go trolling, even if I don't catch anything. We caught fish for a couple days, so now we can not catch fish. That doesn't mean we have to stop fishing. Yeah, the weather's really not great. Look at this. So, like, if they're not biting, then I don't have to go outside, right? Yeah, that's how that works. I gotta go out there to put the gear down. I gotta go out there to pick it up. That's it. Once I get up here behind the lee of this island, or actually it's the mainland, once I get up against the bank here, I'm gonna put my poles down. If I leave my poles up and I go out of the Canoe Pass into the wind, my tag lines will get all tangled up in my rigging. Where's Patrick? Oh, Patrick! Good morning! There he is, Grumpy Orca! Thank you very much! When are you going surf fishing again, Grumpy Orca? I remember now, I was watching you catch fluke. I remember you were catching fluke, and I was thinking, what is this guy doing? It's closed season. You won't find me fishing for no fluke in closed season. Only want to catch them if I can keep on those fish. But right now, striped bass, you get the slot limit striped bass, you can get them. Go get the bass. That's good. At the tip, huh? I never fished there. I always fished Delaware and Ocean City myself. I'm originally from Virginia. I used to go to the beach every single weekend to fish stripers. I'd fish flounder in the summer. Stripers in the winter, and flounder and tog and trout. That's nice to be gray trout and spotted trout on that bridge. Good times. he's got a good little, whatchamacallit, the avatar thing, the little profile picture. The Grumpy Orca, he's probably got one of the better profile pictures on the internet. We hate orcas around here, in case you didn't know. They cause no end of problems for commercial fishing. I saw on the East Coast front, I saw that the NMMS or whatever, NOAA was going to raise the quota on bluefin. I wonder if the Charter Fleet Alliance bribed them or what, but they say they're fully recovered on the East Coast. That might have something to do with why it shut down so early. There's so many of them that they fill the quota so fast and they had to shut the whole fleet down like halfway through the season this year. But I saw a headline that they were going to consider raising the quota for the Western Atlantic bluefin tuna stock. Stupid killer whales. They come in here. They get inside this, like they come through 15 foot of water and get back in this inside water here. I talked to a guy who just started commercial fishing around here. He's been fishing for a while around here. He's lived here for 4 or 5 years. He says he wants the tax write-off. It's like, it's kind of irritating to me when people who have tons of money come around with a boat and a commercial permit and just catch fish, and all they really want to do is write off the taxes, trying to make a living over here. But beyond the fact, he said he caught one out of 10 feet of water the other day. I guess he's using rods. 10 feet is shallow. All right, see you later, Orca. Yeah, you shit. Scattered feed in here. It's so dark that the full brightness of my chart block is blinding my eyes. I'm blind! Hello, Travis! Good morning! We're fishing in the mix. It's snowing and it's raining and it's blowing a little bit of wind. Let's go try Redfield Cove. Probably a mistake, but I feel like fishing, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I feel like giving it a shot. I had a pack of herring on the back deck this morning. I walked down to get my fish and take them up to sell, and the crows ate my herring. I need a new scope for my pellet gun. That's what that makes me think. Oh, it's starting to snow. Look out. That's snow, man. See it? Can't see it. That is snow. It's snowing right now. Look out. There it is. Ah! Yeah, you can't shoot the shotgun in the harbor. It's not safe. There's people living on houses, and yeah, there's a couple houseboats. They don't have many rules around here, but that's pushing it right there. That would be easily deemed unsafe. No unsafe discharge of a firearm allowed in the Yakutat. So you could have a deer hunter, and like I saw the deer hunter. Saw a deer hunter this morning taking Holly to work, and that's fine. That's not unsafe. But firing a 12-gauge shotgun off in the harbor is unsafe. A pellet gun, however, is fine, in my opinion. And I think in the judge's opinion it would be too. So I'm careful about following the laws, especially the ones that are going to be enforced. That would be enforced. The Snow King, yeah, what the heck, look at all this weather. I gotta put my poles down. I don't like the fact that I have to drop my stabilizers in to go slow enough to catch these fish. Yeah, I mean, it's been done before, Shannon, but people complain, I don't know who the chief of police is right now, and I don't want to find out. Let's put the poles down. Yeah, you can get away with a lot. Stupid welding equipment is still up on my boat here. Look at that snow. You guys believe this? Can you even believe it? Yeah. I believe it. Woo! I don't have no king crab. The sea otters ate them all. We got some Dungeness crab around here. My crab trap's on the dock right now. It's where it's living these days. I feel like having it up in my boat, going out on the ocean. Didn't want it up there falling out, and it's a pain in the butt to put on my cabin roof. Yeah. 60 less pounds up weight up on the top. Nancy, good morning! Woo! Well, we got the poles down. I don't think my tagline's entangled, it might be. Yeah, well, I'm in southeast Alaska. It doesn't really snow that much here. I mean, it can actually. But like down in Ketchikan, Wrangell, Sitka, Petersburg, there's not that much, even less snow, but we're in the northern southeast here. It can snow quite a bit. Yeah, well, there is no king crab. We got some Dungeness and some snow crab around here. Call them tamer crab. I don't know how the stream will work out. If it starts snowing for real, it'll probably block the satellite. I'd be making a mistake going through Canoe Pass. I can't get back to it. The time I need to come back, I can't come back through Canoe Pass. I'll have to come back to the north end of Johnstone. It means I have to go an hour around. If I just poke through and give it a quick try, I might be able to come right back. I can come back through until about like 2 o'clock. Maybe more like 1:30, 1 o'clock. I hit my prop on a rock somewhere. Couldn't make it past. Woo! I have one dog. Me and the dog. One life to live. Just me and the song. Putting around here, just do a little putt-putt and see if we can get some cookies. Maybe they're hiding over here on the other side of the path. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. But it's worth a look. It's worth a look. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just swarming with kings here. Vincent! Like the volleyball, Eugene. Here he is. Don't forget. Vincent! Oh, good buddy! He's hunkered down for the day. The weather's a big no. Yeah, it's not great today, that's true. That's okay. It's been worse before. It's not so bad. It's not too bad. I'm ready to retire in San Diego, but I don't have millions of dollars, so it's not happening. Those guys are talking about deer hunting and locally, like you don't have to go far to deer hunt. You got a million different kinds of awesome fish you can go after. I'm in. If I ever have enough money, I could see myself moving there. I thought I'd hate it so much because of the liberal policies, like no big magazine in the gun, no lead bullets. I guess you can't use four hooks on your jigs, but like, I don't care. That's okay. If I could live in San Diego and go out on those fishing boats and go deer hunting in the mountains and get deer, I'd be fine with a single shot rifle and one hook on the jig. I haven't even been good at bow hunting. I guess bow hunting's a stretch because I'm getting older. I guess California actually made a law that you're not supposed to put 4 jig hooks on your jig. I was watching Johnny Jigs and they said like, they were talking about rigging the jigs and he's like, oh, if you're in California you can't use 4 hooks. I guess it's a law. You got to hold back at 3. Alaska's totally cool. Do whatever you want here. Only 3 hooks on the jig, okay. 3 is enough. I see I watch a lot of those fishing videos on YouTube, and the crew and the skipper's always telling people to only use 2 on the bottom or 2 on the top. They don't want them on both sides of the jig because when the fish comes in and it's flailing around, that jig is like... I used to use a lot of teaser hooks on the halibut charter boat because they catch more fish if you got a teaser. And my deckhand refused it. He would like cut them off. He got hooked too many times by it. Yeah, shotgun, waders, the dog is optional, but you're limited to where you can hunt if you don't have a dog. You have to hunt somewhere where you can, or usually you have to have like a kayak or something to get your ducks back. Because inevitably when you go duck hunting, they land in the water somewhere dead where you can't get them, or wounded where you can't get them. We're going through Canoe Pass, we're doing it. Yeah, shotgun is the only safe way because there's limited places where people hunt ducks. So sometimes they hunt the duck pretty close together, and we don't want to shoot each other. The rifle is kind of dangerous, especially on the water. And it's also a means of making the hunters like less efficient at killing ducks, so that there's more opportunity for people to hunt the duck. The proper way they've decided is with a shotgun. You could kill a lot more with a rifle, but it would be dangerous for other hunters and boaters and people on shore, and ducks wouldn't survive very long. The rifle is extremely deadly tool, not to be deployed against ducks in a legal fashion. Yeah, it's snowing alright. Here we come up on Canoe Pass. You guys see the snow? There it is. You probably see, I've seen some really big bucks back here once. Fabulous. It's the story of my life. You can't get out there, so you go back here and you troll around, you don't catch anything. At least there's not a lot of jellyfish this year. That's a big problem back here, is you get these dang jellyfish back here. Thank you for 100! Woo! I hope this snow doesn't stick to my windshield. I think it's too warm for it to stick. It causes visual problems. I would turn around and come back into the inlet here and just stick it to my windshield. I'm good dealing with that. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what's going on the other side. Maybe it'll just be like so gnarly I don't want to. I'll turn around and come back. Let's have a look on the other side of this. Oh, floating hard. Thank you so much. I'm floating. We're floating away. The heart is floating. Gotta cut through this little pass here and see what's on the other side. Oh, the party hat! There it is! Yes! Thanks, Patrick! Yeah, we'll give it a shot here. It'll be a while before we get fishing. I don't feel like fishing all this day. Gotta get on the other side of the... Going what we call the mainland here. Ah! Nancy's turning in, no you didn't. Ah! I got the pumpkin head! Look out for pumpkin head! Oh! I got 3 yesterday. They're pretty big. I sold 5 fish for 51 pounds. That's good around here. 2 days. Oh no, charging not available. Liquid has been detected. Not again. Yeah, it's wet. How did it get wet? Who got my phone cord wet? Son of a gun. Going to the old, can you pass? What's up, can you? Yeah, it don't look too gnarly. We can soldier through this amount of wind and waves. Oh, Gary Hudeman, thank you very much for the donation. Gotta concentrate on driving. It's an extremely narrow channel here. We're pretty much through it. But it kind of snakes in like this. Gotta pay attention. Thank you so much for the donation. Well, you can relax because nothing's gonna happen for like a half hour. I gotta go. I gotta get to the other side of the channel here. I'm gonna fish up against the old mainland drag. We call it the mainland drag. We'll start shallow and we'll try this back cove and see if we can snag some out of the shallows. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna go deep. We're gonna try like 15, 20 fathoms right down the middle. And I'm not expecting that to work. Sometimes it does though. And then we're gonna head back because we gotta go get Holly. We got the truck today. Yeah, man, sometimes that water just gets right in there. How about now? Liquid detected! Ah! We got the clutch. I didn't even see what that looks like. And I gotta get another alcohol pad out. Holly was mad at me this morning because I ate all the fudge she brought back. I told her, if the fudge is there, I'm gonna eat it. I eat it while you're sleeping. You go to bed before me, I'm gonna eat all that candy. Let's try the alcohol. I don't know how the phone... I was barely outside for a minute and the phone got soaking wet somehow. Maybe the snow gets it worse than that. Let's try the alcohol pad. Try Gary's. Get in there. Sorry about that. Marshmallow, hi, what's that? Oh, the marshmallow! Oh, I gotta try and get this in there. I've got a really good one. I bought one for like $6 at a Radio Shack. The last Radio Shack in the world apparently is in Sitka. And I got a charger cord for them for $6 and it's still working. Longest ever working charger cord. Ah! Liquid has been detected! Son of a gun. See you later, Nancy Drew. Glad to give it some time to dry out here. Woo! Yeah, it's blowing about 5 knots. It's about 3 knots more than I want to deal with. I'm looking for a no knot wind. That's where we're going. They'll be very limited to 0 knots. Yeah. Going to the mainland, I'll show you. It's not a secret. Here. This is the spot to go to. Right, that's where I wanted to be. We're gonna go across this channel into the cove area here. This area could fish pretty well too. If we get done over in the cove area before the tide gets too low, we might come back over here. But I hate to come back over here because if I'm not, then I got to go like back here and then all the way back up around to get back in the Johnstone Passage from the north end. Yeah, it's an Own King area, but I haven't been there this year. The hand trollers usually fish it a lot. It's, I guess, I don't know. It hasn't been fishing well recently. In recent years, it hasn't fished well for me. Maybe today it will. I don't know. Normally, there's a skiff guy, super skiff Jim. And Jim will run over there like on a weekly basis and catch some fish until they're all gone. Some years it's pretty good. Other years, not much. There is one skiff guy who likes to fish over there a lot. He's not fishing over there. That might mean there's no fish. But it fishes differently for me. Like, probably the most consistent is fishing it like a skiff will fish it, like real shallow along the back of the cove. But I can also, put down quite an array of gear down deeper and try like down the middle. The skiff guys never even touched that fishery. Addicted to the channel. We're not doing nothing, man. We gotta. That cove's like 3 miles away or something. Let's see how far away it is. We are 2 miles from the cove. At least 2 miles. We're going 5 knots, so it'll be a half hour before we get over there. Sometimes in December, all this herring comes in here. The fishing can be like really good in December over here. Let's see if it's dry yet. Oh. No liquid detected. We're charging. Chattahoochee setup? Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, I could use some of these ready to go. Yeah. limited bait now, so the crows ate a couple of my herring. That's depressing. And then you think you don't want to buy herring, but I got 2 fish recently on herring. I got one in that Johnstone Passage there that ate the bait, and I got one out on the Pinnacles that ate bait. So that's like 15% of my fish are eating bait, but the bait cost me $20, for 2 packs. I have half of one of the packs left. So it's hard to say whether it's worth it or not. It's kind of borderline. Kind of borderline worth it. I'm not sure about that. We got 3 hooks made up here. What kind of hooks is that we tying here? What do we got? Pinnacle hooks, you should tie some of those up. I got 2 of them. Let's tie one and we'll keep one in reserve. What's up, Ted? Tie one and keep one in reserve. Well, we can make it get so I saw. It's not in this going away. Okay, good. That's very good. Now we need. I wonder. I wish I could make a twinkle skirt, but I need a pen. And then I saw a pen the other day. I was like, oh look, there's a pen. I can use that. What else could I use for a twinkle skirt? These things, I don't really need these. What if I took this? What if I took this thing? Cut that out of it. Oh, we got this. And then, what you guys doing with my scissors? Add some scissors around there. Maybe a sharp knife would replace the scissors. This stuff, according to the instructions, this stuff is supposed to be Watch out. So we got this twinklies twinkles. Uh-oh. Yeah. And peel this skin off here. Okay, there we go. And then put it on this. Nice thing. More. I made a twinkle still. Oh yeah. Yeah, Pacific Net and Twine sent me that because they were out of the twinkle skirts. They were like, hey, we don't have that. Is this okay? I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's fine. From the red bead there. Oh, red bead. And this thing. You guys like it? It's pretty cool. Oh, it looks like it's raining even harder in this boat over here. Oh, great. I hope there's no sea lions. A lot of times there's sea lions. You know what's interesting is I was watching something on Johnny's Jigs that was saying the PR knot's the strongest, and then I just saw something else said the FG knot's better. Oh my goodness. Wow, the hook's a little bit up in there more than I want. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put it needs another bead.